every month that begins with a J, everyone says it's always tough. But you have no excuses, I think. I literally just went onto the Draper's website and looked at just their, I went to a bunch of different websites, but the Draper's is obviously in our upline. You really have no excuses not to have bookings. You just need to get over your fears. That's mainly it. You need to get on that phone, you need to lifestyle, you need to do everything, because that, I mean, literally there's like 16 pages here full of ideas to get bookings. Just from the Draper's website. I didn't even print out any other website.
What is the password?
Yeah. Oh, it's forjewelersonly.com.
Yep.
SSAND. All lowercase is the password.
For the number 4 or?
Yep. For the number jewelers only.
That's the website.
Yep. And then the password is SSAND. Andy. Yep, like Andy Horner.
Oh,
Yep, all lowercase.
thank you.
Yep. Amazing website.
You're amazing.
One thing I did to restart my business back in September, October-ish, I sat down and I pulled out literally, because I didn't use Hood & House to begin with, so I pulled out all of my packets of my my shows and had all my hostess information, all the receipts of my customers, and I'm an accounting nerd, so I got a spreadsheet going. So I put 3 columns. One is definitely would have a show, maybe would have a show, and the 3rd column is never asked before. Maybe because you thought they wouldn't be interested, you prejudged them. So I literally took every single customer receipt and put them in one of those columns. Whether they had a show for me before or not, they went in that. And I went through all of my friends and my phone. I went through my mom's phone. I literally just, my sister-in-law, I grabbed her phone. I don't know her friends for the life of me. I don't really know her that well. But it's people I can call. And then Facebook now wants you to put your phone number in. I don't know why. I did it.
You don't have to.
You don't have to? Oh, okay. Well, a lot of people do, like me, because I didn't know I didn't have to. And guess what? That's a number you can get a hold of that person. Maybe you're not that close with them, but that's someone you can call for a show. It's that simple. Then you're going to obviously enter in all the names, phone numbers, if you have an email for that person, put them in the corresponding columns, and you're going to start small. Call one person from each column every day, or any combination of the 3, but make sure you're making at least 3 phone calls a day. This is the hardest thing ever to do. It is so nerve-wracking. I just emailed Lori my verbiage that I used. I trained on that before. And she's going to upload it to the site so you can get my verbiage, what I use.
Just give me like a brief, that's one of my questions, a brief 10-second if you don't mind.
Oh my gosh, I don't know.
Do it.
You don't have to. Do you want a past hostess, past customer, or someone who's never heard of
Cold
business?
call. Cold call.
Oh my God, Lori did this for me because I couldn't even think of something.
You don't have to. Just, we'll read it.
Yeah, please read it because I read. What you're going to do is print out that spreadsheet, and you're going to put it in your wallet or purse, whatever you have something with you, or put it behind your phone in your case. Then it's always with you if your case is easy to get off. And you're going to have a copy of your calendar with you, whether it's in your phone or whatever, and make sure you have it with you because you're in line at McDonald's, or I get my coffee from McDonald's because it's $1 and cheap. So you're in line for coffee at McDonald's for $1, and there's like 5 cars ahead of you. Get on the phone and make some phone calls. The 3 phone calls don't count if you're leaving 3 messages. You may need to call 10 people before you talk to 3 people. I personally don't like to leave voicemails because they don't call you back, but if I do, I just say, hey, this is, if they know me, I say, hey, this is Nikki, I just have a quick question for you, please give me a call back. They usually call me back because they know I'm not the crazy Julia lady calling.
But you are.
So you will always want to have that with you because you can fit those calls in the nooks and crannies. I mean, if you're in, who was telling me? Erica, or Eris was saying that she literally gets in the McDonald's line and pulls out a line if she's on a call, because then she goes back around and sits in line again. And her kids hate it when they're with her.
She challenges herself to do
Yes,
it.
to do so many calls while she's waiting in line. I think she probably leaves voicemails, but you're trying to get a hold of somebody. So literally, if you get up to the box of the order and you're on the phone, just pull out and you pull around. It's not that big of a deal. But you can do these calls, they're easy. Another thing is always, you can book shows while you're out and about. It's harder. I found this very hard because I don't like to push premiere down people's throat. That's just not my personality. It's not easy to do, but once you get going and get used to it, learn your 10-second commercial. If someone compliments on your jewelry, learn that 10-second commercial. You always want to wear your bold pieces that are selling well at your shows because people compliment the most on them. This thing, I booked 3 shows off of this. I'm giving it to them for free at their show. I don't care. I'm getting a show. I'm going to earn more money than what this cost me. Don't be afraid to give away stuff to get shows. I know you don't want to because you want to make money. You're in this business to make money. But spending $30 on or your CV, I don't even know how much this costs.
Who cares?
Yeah, who cares? But that's all. But think of how much money. It's a $500 show. You're making $250. So this cost you $25. Oh wow, you had a show. Plus, then you got 4 bookings off of that show. Is it really worth the $25 you spent on this? Compliment everyone while you're out on jewelry, their clothes, their accessories, because they're going to compliment you back. And if you're wearing the bold stuff, that's when you can get your 10-second commercial in. Give out gift cards for $20 of free jewelry when you get complimented. Get their information. Don't just say, oh, here. They're not going to call you. Even though they want free stuff, they're not going to call you. You want to follow up with them. Offer to increase that $20 to $50 if they book a show with you when you call to follow up. You don't want just a sale. You want a show so you can get more people out of your immediate circle. I know I have some jewelers that are stuck in their family and friends and they go no further because they're not thinking outside the box. Thank people, even friends and family, with $20 in free jewelry for doing something nice for you. Your friends and family are your biggest supporters. They're the ones that started you in this business. So if you let them borrow a piece of jewelry or give them a piece of jewelry for doing something that they helped you move or something like that, women love jewelry. So if they're helping you watch the kids or something like that, so you can go to a show, pay them in jewelry, because then they're going to be a big referral for you. Use your referrals. At Haven of Hope, Melody Box came to train for us on bookings. She was unbelievable. She told us about this challenge that Elizabeth Draper gave her. And it was only like 7 days left in the accounting period, and Elizabeth told her she had to have at least 4 shows to get this prize that Elizabeth was giving out. That kind of freaked me out, thinking 7 days, 4 shows, oh my goodness. But I challenged myself when I got back. I already had shows booked, but I wanted more shows for December. And I said, oh, if you have a show I'll tell you what she said. She goes, hi Brenda, I have a favor to ask you. Maybe you can help me out. I have a goal of doing 3 more shows by next Friday. I'm not going to ask you to do a show. That'd be crazy. But you could get 2 or 3 ladies to meet at Starbucks one evening, next Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, just for about 30 minutes so I can show them my jewelry. And she said, she won the contest. She got 4 shows in 7 days. And I just got 3 more shows booked in the beginning of December.
Can you repeat that verbiage again?
It's on the Draper's website too. So.
I know,
Okay, all right.
just so you can hear it again.
All right. Hi Brenda, I have a favor to ask you. Maybe you can help me out. I have a goal of doing 3 more shows by next Friday. I'm not going to ask you to do a show. That'd be crazy. But could you get 2 or 3 ladies to meet at Starbucks or Panera or whatever? One evening next Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, just for about 30 minutes so I can show them my jewelry. Women don't like to be asked to have shows, especially in short notice. So you're just asking them to get their friends together, their family together for coffee or dessert at Panera or whatever. It's not a show. I'm just showing my jewelry. I was like blown away and I'm like, I have to try this. And it does. So there's no excuse. Another thing that I got from the Draper website, you have to have a positive attitude about booking. Not just out and about, but at your shows. If you don't believe in what Premier offers for their hostesses and how much free jewelry they get, that's gonna come across. You have to be positive. You gotta be excited. Your excitement kind of scares me.
Scares all of us.
I had a coffee at like 2:30.
But you have to believe in Premier. And I think that's one of the things that came across so much at Haven for me. It's, yeah, we need to make money, obviously. I'm a stay-at-home mom now, so I have to make money to make sure we have money to pay our bills. But there is just so much more for me. It's changed my life, not just my business. I mean, it's unbelievable. You have to believe in what Premier is. Look at the testimonies from the Drapers. I mean, that tells you right there what Premier is all about. Look at all the different testimonies on the
Website.
thank you, website. Yeah, Premier website, not Draper website, Premier website. That information is there to inspire you. It's there to help you learn what you're in Premier for. And I thank Lori and Aaron for the opportunity to go to Haven. If you ever have the opportunity, go. Like I said, it didn't just change my business, it changed my life. I mean, the way I think about Premier, what I think about my personal life, religious, it just completely changed who I am as a person. It's unbelievable. And you have to believe that, and it comes across at your shows. So make sure you have that positive attitude the minute you walk in that door, leave your baggage at the door and pick it up on your way out. Because your hostess, you're there to spoil them, and that's going to come across, and you're going to get bookings. And if you don't get bookings, 2 or 3 shows, contact your upline. That's what they're there for. It blows my mind when people say, oh, you know, I see on the jeweler Facebook thing, oh, I'm not getting bookings. I have gone like 6 shows with no bookings. Why have you gone 6 shows? You should have only been like 2 or 3, and you should have been learning something new and doing something different. Reach out. If you don't want to go to your upline because their personality is different than you, we're all here to help you. Reach out to us. Your upline will tell you who has the closest personality to you, and work with them. Go to a show with them. You have no excuse for not getting bookings. Yeah, you might have a couple crowds here and there that don't want to book, or they're just there to whatever, chit-chat. But that's not our business. I mean, the bookings are just the easiest, I think, part. I'm more than willing to sit down with any of you. If you want to go to my shows, feel free. I know anyone here is willing to take you to a show if they're awesome at bookings. You want to be awesome at sponsoring, get a hold of Lori, even if she's not your upline. Who else? Who else is doing awesome? Millie's been doing awesome. Where'd you go?
Slow down when she gets back.
Yeah.
But just reach out. And look at what's available to us. I mean, Adrian Jaw's website's available to us. I mean, all the senior leaders, you can get their websites and passwords. Look at the research. It's there. Don't reinvent the wheel.